This is Sun, the brightest thing in the visible sky. But is it the brightest thing in whole universe? Hello and welcome to Question Spot. Today we will explore the answer of what is the brightest thing in the universe. So let's get started. Before we try to explore the answer, let's just clarify what the term brightness actually means. Brightness is a measure of how much light from a glowing object actually reaches the receptors, our eyes. Brightness is relative to the distance between the observer and the object, and this fact is what makes everything a bit more confusing. The sun is bright, but so is a 100-watt light bulb if you hold it close to your face. Actually, it's almost exactly as bright. Therefore, we're not going to concern ourselves with apparent brightness, but rather absolute brightness. To put things into perspective and to really compare the brightness level of things, we first need a scale of measurement. This can easily be done, assuming that we're looking at them from the same distance. The sun. Our sun is far from the brightest thing in the universe. The sun's close proximity to Earth is why it looks like the brightest thing in our sky. R136A1. This unceremoniously named star is 256 times more massive than our sun. It might not be the biggest star by volume, but it is extremely massive and also the brightest star out there. This behemoth is 8.6 million times brighter than our sun. If something that bright was as close to us as the sun, the Earth would be 1,000 times hotter than it is now, and we would never have had a shot at life. Supernovas. When stars die, having run out of hydrogen to fuel the nuclear reactions inside, some of them explode violently, resulting in supernovas. Supernovas can emit flashes of radiation called gamma-ray bursts that are so grandiose in scale. A single gamma-ray burst can emit as much energy in a few seconds as our sun does in its whole lifetime of 10 billion years. If such a beam were to strike Earth, even from a distance of 1,000,000 light-years, astronomers predict that it could deplete our ozone layer by 25%, causing mass extinction. However, these events are very brief, lasting for only a few minutes, and in some cases, just some milliseconds. Although brighter than the brightest stars, these still aren't the heavyweights of the universe. Quasars. Paradoxically, the brightest things in the universe exist only because of the darkest things in the universe, black holes. By definition, a black hole is dark, but it also is unimaginably massive. Owing to its huge mass, its gravitational force is also huge, so huge, in fact, that even light cannot escape its field. This makes them impossible to see, because in order to see something, light needs to be reflected from it. This is why black holes are so dark by nature. This gravitational field does not let anything nearby escape. Sometimes, stars in close proximity to black holes are inexorably pulled towards them. The tremendous amounts of energy generated in the process of black holes swallowing stars is anything but dark. Initially, the gas and debris from the stars swirls around the black hole, forming cosmic circular shapes called accretion disks. Friction in these disks generates so much energy that even galaxies pale in comparison. Next up is the spectacular event in which the black hole swallows the star's whole, forming something called a quasar. These quasars shine thousands of times more brightly than entire galaxies that contain billions of stars. They lie in areas that are also home to other galaxies, but these galaxies are easily drowned out by the quasar's luminescence. However, since we know that one of our neighboring galaxies, Andromeda, is on a collision course with the Milky Way, scientists believe that this collision might induce the conditions required for a quasar to be formed. But, no worries, this won't happen for 4 billion years. I hope you have learned something new today. If yes, then explore the subscribe button and hit it. Also watch my another videos here. Don't forget to ask your questions below. Let's explore all at one spot. Thank you.